Hey internet people, checking back in with the GoPro Hero 6. I unboxed this yesterday, put the video up, I was feeling pretty excited about it, so I went down to the garage and worked on a surfboard I've been shaping a little bit. Just threw it on a tripod, set some angles. I wasn't trying to get the most beautiful or perfect angles in the world. I was just trying to experiment with the footage, experiment with the settings. I did a bunch of different frame rates, which I'll call out down in the bottom somewhere around here. And I messed around with 4K a little bit because I've never shot in 4K before. I wanted to see if my computer could handle editing it. It works on it. It sputters on it a little bit, but I'm confident that if I needed to do something in 4K, that I could make it happen. So I'm pretty dang happy with this thing. Just from yesterday. It was super easy to use, super easy to change settings on the fly. Every time I was changing a camera angle, I was set to a new setting just to see what it would look like. Import was pretty easy. I mean, you know, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to pull this thing out of the holder to get the bottom thing open to pull the card out. I tried plugging it in direct to my computer through the side panel here, and my computer didn't recognize it as an external card or external drive or something like that. So I need to figure out what to do to get that work, because that'll be more convenient than undoing the bottom thing here. But yeah, it was really easy to use. The touchscreen makes it super easy to change settings on the fly. Like, you spend a second or two changing the settings. There's no getting into submenus and you know, like really having to dig for stuff. So that was pretty exciting. The footage itself, I think it looks pretty dang good. There's a bit of a grain to it. I have this on the automatic ISO setting, so it figures out whatever's best. The garage, to be fair, is a pretty low light scenario, even though it has those fluorescent lights up there. I've got these little tiny windows in the garage door that let some sunlight through, but I have a feeling that if I put, you know, some studio lights in there and worked on lighting the subject, that it wouldn't be a big deal. And also, if this was outside, then it would have been a lot better. Honestly, the grain isn't something that's going to upset me. I know a lot of other video guys who do reviews of this really get obsessed about the grain, but for my purposes, it doesn't really bother me. I'm going to do some tests in the future where I experiment using this for green screening, because that's something I do for my demo work. And if the grain interrupts that, then I'll be upset. So we'll have to see how that works out. I'm also going to do some tests where I show off or I explore how it compares to using the iPhone for vlogging like this, that I'm doing right now, or my DSLRs that I use, and you know, maybe some other cameras I have around, maybe the little 8-man here, or my old GoPro Hero, just to see how things compare. But anyways, here's the footage of me shaping the surfboard. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, and do all that fancy other YouTube stuff. Later, guys.